Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. Today we're going to have an open reading, so let's see what we have today. Pile number 1, we have Cancer, Gemini, Leo, and Aries. For pile number 2, we have Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra, and Taurus. And for pile number 3, we have Scorpio, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Virgo. So I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile using the tarot decks, the zodiac signs, or just your intuition. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1. So let's start with the Moon Oracle cards. I wanted to keep things very mysterious, so I only used the tarot decks for you to choose. So let's see what this open reading is about for you. Okay, that's it. What is this open reading about? Okay. Perfect. So, we have Ishtar, and Artemis. Two powerful goddesses. Interesting. Both of them are holding animals that seem very wild and untamed. They're looking away from each other. So this is the waning gibbous moon, decreasing in fire, fruit stage with confidence. And this is the first quarter moon, increasing in air, leaf stage with adaptability. And it's interesting that even the colors match. Confidence, adaptability. I feel like this reading is about two different people or two different aspects of your life. So either you're moving away from someone or you're moving away from an aspect of yourself. I'm not sure yet. Let's see. But it seems like one of these two is much more confident about what he or she is doing than the other. It's like the other wants to keep things fluid, and so one of them wants to keep things more fluid. It doesn't want to be stuck with something, but the other one is also emboldened by self-confidence and strength. Okay. So what else do we have for pile number 1? We have Good Lady, work, occupation, meetings, theft, and prison. Interesting. Theft and prison. And you have meetings in the center, so it's very symmetrical. This reading, this whole part of the reading is just like split and symmetrical. So maybe you are actually meeting someone who is on a totally different path from yours in life. And it seems like one of you is working hard, and I feel like you're working outside, or that you are working with, maybe working with your hands, or working with nature, or like working with resources in a very direct way. Very practical person, very hands-on, also wise, and someone who also has the help of others. And then there's another one who just wants to take advantage. It's like they like to keep things fluid so that they don't have to assert themselves, to show who they really are, or to be stuck in something. They feel like they might get stuck in something. Maybe it's someone who is afraid of commitment. Someone who is afraid of committing in general, but of committing to another person too. Okay, let's get you two. Okay, so we have 2 runes. So okay, let me see. Side to side. So Hagalaz and Soilo. Hagalaz is about natural forces, things that are out of our control. And Soilo is about vitality, justice, resources, health. So I feel like these 2 aspects are played through in a relationship dynamic. So, okay, let's just put them both there. So now that we have the runes, I think that it's important to also consider the specifics of the guidebook regarding Ishtar and Artemis, because Ishtar is actually the card that appeals, that wants you to be adaptable. It's one of the characteristics, one of the great sources of inspiration of this card. While Artemis also comes with a warning to control certain impetuous impulses so that you don't end up destroying what you want to build. So now I am tempted to read this as 2 different aspects of your psyche, and you need to integrate them. They need to meet, because it seems like one of them gives you much more peace and joy than the other. So the other seems to steal from you, to make you feel like you're stuck. And maybe the message here is to flow within the 2, to let them emerge naturally and not get stuck in a mode. So if you feel like you're getting angry or you're getting frustrated with something, you may need to release that energy in a way that is non-destructive for what you want. But it's not helpful if you just contain it. You need to expose it to the world. It needs to be integrated into the action of your life, because it's also a part of your vitality in a sense. And it also helps you flow easily. It will help you flow more easily if you release frustration, anger, if it's not stuck. I feel like maybe you're stuck in a process because you are maybe suppressing certain aspects of yourself, certain energies, and I feel like we're going to get much more information about this soon. It's like you're also getting, like, it's like a gift from spirit, that kind of vitality. So if you can express it without destructive rage, but with assertiveness, and if you can find a way to balance that energy, it seems like that would give you a lot of health, and it will also integrate your psyche, give you more confidence, and also the capability to adapt to different circumstances, because maybe that's also something that is going to be important. Saturn in Libra with devotion. Jupiter in Sagittarius with principle. Jupiter in Gemini with bluff. Sun in Leo with fortune. Venus in Scorpio with secrets. And Mars in Libra with choice. With secrets and bluff here, I really think that some things might emerge in the future, and that your reaction, that it's important that you choose how to react, and that you're not just exploding. It feels like a great blessing comes from you harnessing the energy of your reactions, or of a specific reaction. I almost feel like a joy, like you'll unlock a specific joyful thing about life that maybe you haven't enjoyed too much lately, or that you forgot about, or maybe something that you have never seen in yourself at all. So there's no memory maybe to work with. The wheel. Five of Swords. The Devil. And the Three of Pentacles, or Three of Discs. Right. The pages of staves, or pages of wands. The Page of Lotuses, or Page of Cups. Hmm. I keep thinking that you're discovering something. It's something really fresh. It's something fresh about yourself, and it's a way of being able to work on the things that you enjoy working, because I feel like maybe now that enjoyment is not accessible. So you have a sort of enjoyment that is inaccessible. It was made inaccessible. It's like hidden behind a monster, let's say. It's even hidden behind something that you don't like. It's like, I'm not touching that. I don't like that. I'm never going to see myself as someone who does certain things, or who, I don't know, dresses a certain way, does certain things, says certain things. But I feel like you're discovering something about yourself that is going to surprise you, but that the first reaction will be a bit like you're repulsed, you're disgusted by it. It's off-putting for you. That is a challenge. That is a challenge that life, I feel like life is going to show you. It's going to bring you. The world, Shakti, Two of Swords or Two of Arrows, Seven of Swords or Seven of Arrows. Yeah, but I feel like it's like two conflicting worldviews that are coming, that are clashing or meeting. That would be a better word for it. But they're only clashing because on the surface. So they're only clashing on the surface. What is not important? So deep down, in essence, they're not clashing. They're not that different. So that's why there's some kind of magnetic power in your psyche for these things to merge, these two modes of being. So one is very adaptable, receptive, soft, and the other is much more assertive and even enraged. I feel like there's something here about you enjoying rage, which is very strange. Like enjoying seeing yourself enraged, which is not very common, or it's something strange to say, right? At least for me. Maybe that's also my point of view. And I want to put it aside as much as I can, but even socially, rage, seeing someone enraged, is very, it's not accepted. It's something that we don't see as constructive behavior, socially accepted behavior. But I feel like there's something there for you. There's something highly beneficial there. Maybe observing the situations that trigger that feeling and how it happens. What are the thoughts that go through your mind when you're enraged? Write it down or try to have some kind of enlightening conversation with yourself about that. And maybe you'll discover something behind that rage. That's actually very powerful, and it is a place where you will find some kind of hidden treasure in your psyche. There's something that might go way back to your childhood too, but I feel like you're just going, It's a kind of an upgrade in your life that you have never had. Although there might be some seeds in your childhood, what is happening now is, I feel like, something that you've never seen before in yourself. You're revealing something about yourself that you've never seen before. The wild card, there you go. So there's this, it's the beginning of something. You're throwing yourself into a new experience. And that is the analysis of your conditioning surrounding certain feelings, harsh feelings. Especially those that have a lot of raw power, like rage. I suddenly got the feeling that you might connect these two. And socially, of course, this is common. So enraged people can sometimes be called mad. Oh, she is mad at, or he is mad at something. He's really mad. So, but madness or being insane is a concept. It's like, it's a label, right, that you put on someone. But when someone is enraged, it's something that is transitory. It's ephemeral. It's a moment that it's like a cloud. Eventually the sun will come. So it's not that the person is constantly like that. There's something there. Okay. There's like an overlapping here of concepts. The Empress. Wow. Okay. So 6 of Swords or 6 of Arrows and 8 of Wands or 8 of Staves. Right. So to me, this is really talking about that transience of the states, of not clinging to one particular state, and to also not being afraid of being seen in a certain light, especially when, and when I see these 2 cards here, when you're taking care of yourself and you're being, excuse me, honest and direct about your needs, and also allowing for your needs to be shown and communicated. So I feel like you need to be much clearer about your needs, how you want to take care of yourself, how maybe you need to take care of yourself right now. You need to find the solo, so the sun, the vitality. You need to find energy. It needs to come from somewhere. And Haglas, it's maybe you also harnessing some kind of destructive force and turning it into a source of power and vitality. I feel like you're working with some kind of almost magical operation here, harnessing the power of rage or something like that. So I don't know. It's very interesting. It's kind of a very conscious deep dive into a psychological reality that you might be experiencing, or that you feel like you need to understand. It's like, I need to study this. I need to understand how this happens. What is it for? because the stereotypes and the social expectations around this might seem inadequate. It might seem like it no longer works for you, like those concepts don't work for you, and you need to find some kind of beautiful, harmonious relationship between these two aspects of yourself. So I would say, like, the one who doesn't want to be seen in a certain way, who just doesn't want to commit to a certain way of being or of being seen by others. And the need for assertiveness, the need for maybe even being an example of something, like being very strict or clear, being very clear about what you want, what you need, what you're expressing, what you're talking about. So either you have discovered something that triggered this story, or you are going to. So I feel like something is triggering that, something that you're not seeing or that wasn't seen. But what is unseen is going to be seen. And when it's seen, it's fully illuminated. You will then be choosing. You can choose. When you see it, you can choose it. I also feel like you're going to be choosing to take care of yourself more, because maybe there was a need to submit your will to other people's will more, and to keep your desires and your wants and needs more secret and more suppressed. And I feel like you shouldn't do that now, because in order for you to not do that, you have to work through it. I feel like you might have done this suppression for so long that now you have to work on it a bit. Maybe with the help of someone like therapist, and I'm not a doctor or a therapist. I'm just pointing you towards maybe interesting developments in the situation. But if not, if you have the knowledge to do this exploration on your own, I feel like that's the path is to take more care of yourself, to choose what is better according to your own needs, and to communicate those more clearly to others. And it even creates a much more loving environment. I feel like when feelings are not suppressed, whatever you are involved with and whoever you're involved with will also be more present, because it's kind of, it's the theme, right? I feel like you're going to also suggest a theme in a relationship, in a dynamic, in a family, in a company, something like that. And it's going to create a much more, like a healthier environment overall for everyone. Maybe you're even suggesting like some kind of innovation, or something new, like a new dynamic that you can do, like a group dynamic that will help people also be better in managing these strong emotions. Or maybe you will be included in a group and you will do this in a group setting. Yeah, these are just like images that are popping up. in my mind. Okay, thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my email in the description box below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. Let's see what this open reading is about for you. I wanted you to only see the decks in the beginning so that it was much more mysterious than my other readings. Let's see what we have. So, what do we have for pile number 2? Okay, so we start with the bridge, 6th moon mansion, the wheel, 5th moon mansion, and the emperor, 9th moon mansion. Sorry. So all of the cards have some kind of symmetrical, like they have two people. Symmetrical. All of them are symmetrical. We have the last quarter moon decreasing in water full stage with manipulation. And the waning gibbous moon decreasing in water fruit stage with compromise or commitment. It can also mean commitment. Okay. So, what is this reading about for pile number 2? Gloomy thoughts. His thoughts. Sorry. Okay. And a long way. I feel like this reading is going to be very specific. So someone is thinking about you or seeing you from a distance. 2 again. Okay, so we have, so we have the Ewas rune, and the Thurisaz rune. Sorry, the Thurisaz rune. I'm sorry, I'm so distant. I had this feeling of distance, of being detached from this moment. It's like I saw this moment from above. Like I wasn't in my body for a second there. That was a very strange feeling. But I feel like it's a part of your reading. So, the Ewas rune is about progress, but it's also about duality. So maybe there's some kind of duality here. Either someone is trying to convince you of something through, sorry for the focus, some kind of manipulation, like false opposites, false dichotomies. There's also, so thurisas is conflict, creating conflict, generating conflict, fear through fear, and false dichotomies. And then you have this other story here, which is about someone who is thinking about you, seeing you from afar, observing. And a long way is about goal, it's about a goal. It's about reaching a goal. But I feel like maybe this is also someone who is distant, like there's a long way between you. I feel like there's also something quite exotic, and I don't understand if it's the place or if it's the situation itself. It's something, there's something magical about it also, like a psychic connection, astral projection, meeting someone in the astral plane or in a different dimension. Wow, there are a lot of layers to this reading, and I feel like they're all going to converge somewhere further down. Okay. So, yeah, there's something quite magical happening that I feel like has to do with the manipulation here. So maybe also someone might be using their knowledge of the human psyche, or of esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge, magical knowledge, even spiritual knowledge, to manipulate others. And then I see there's another energy here that's quite different from that, but there's a, it's more like it's the same thing but seen from another angle, which is trying to bring people together, like having a good network, a beautiful friend network, good friends. Maybe this is also in the astral. Helping others, being called to help others in the astral plane. This all seems like something that you do out of body. Okay. Mercury in Sagittarius with discovery. Sorry, the focus is difficult today. I don't know why. Okay, no focus today. So, discovery. Moon in Capricorn with practicality. Saturn in Taurus with ostentation. Venus in Virgo with discrimination. Mars in Aries with impulsiveness. And Sun in Capricorn with achievement. Right. You're unlocking some great achievement here. But I feel like it's more like a spiritual achievement. But there's also a very earthy aspect of this reading that I felt from the beginning, but I didn't know. what it is about, and I'm still not sure, so I'll get you some tarot cards to try to... It's like somewhere along the line, this astral body experience is going to be embodied, or is going to be a part of your practical daily life, or that something is happening in the material dimension of your life that is going to, I don't know, confirm, connect you. Oh, maybe you're going to meet someone that you have already met in your dreams or in the astral plane. Or you're going to see, because maybe it's more than one person. Maybe you're going to see the connections. Death card. I don't know, the focus is really off today because it's very dark already. And camera sensors have a hard time. Okay. Queen of Cups. The Empress. King of Cups. And the Sun. And as I'm doing this reading, there's a baby nearby that is screaming. I don't know if you can hear it. If you can hear the tone, it's like there's something about the tone of the voice. Okay, sorry, I forgot to take care of this card. Okay, so there's something about the sound. So it's like you'll know it when you hear it. You'll know it when you hear it. Maybe there's going to be some kind of call to action. It's like, I know I can help with that. I will do that. I know I can help with this. And it's hard to explain. I'm trying to think of examples, like practical examples. But you will be able to put something in practice that was only possible in the astral. Well, there was something that was only possible in the spiritual realm is now going to be possible in the material plane. It's going to be brought into the matrix, let's say, a matrix. You're participating in a matrix. So, Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, so we have Temperance. It's something that feels like a mission, like you're going to defend something important, you're going to be called, summoned, recruited for something important, chosen. You're going to be chosen to do something. Three of Swords, Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. Okay, So we have the 10 of Cups. And okay, so you're going to have to make a choice here, and I feel like you will see yourself after making this choice to stand up for something, to defend something, as you're called into it. You're going to see yourself much more exposed and also shown to the world It's like your love is going to be something that you love is going to be exposed. And it does feel awkward in the beginning, but then you're like, no, this is my mission. This is my part to play. I know that I can help others with this. And I feel like that's one of the most important things in this reading, is that notion of serving others, of helping others with something tough, something that induces fear and it's like you're helping something progress and evolve and be harmonious, because you're serving, because you are also seen as someone who is important for a cause, for a mission. You're going for it, and it's going to be beautiful. It will require a bit of bravery, but when you start feeling the support of others, everything will reveal itself. Like the function, the whole point of this will be revealed to you, because you will see how others embrace this. It seems like it's so far-fetched. It seems very far away from you at the moment, but it's actually just around the corner, because you will take this chance. You will take a chance on something. It's like you're getting invited to something, and maybe in the beginning you're like, nah, I'm not going. Nah, I don't think I am the right person. Maybe I'm not ready. There's something like a sadness that kind of overwhelms you, the gloomy thoughts here. But if you focus more on the energy of the other person, or of the other who needs you, not so much on how you're feeling at the moment, it's the love of the other that brings you out of sadness, or of dwelling in thoughts that don't help, that are not loving towards yourself or others. So focusing more on what others feel about you, I think might help, which is strange, because it's almost like, oh, do I need the approval of others? No, it's actually more like you need the relationships. We need the network. We need to feel each other, to feel the company, to feel the embrace, to feel like we are family, to feel accepted, to feel at home with each other, to make each other happy. There's a great pleasure in giving. Giving is a gift. Giving is also a gift. It's the gift. So now I thought of Christmas, because we are in the Christmas season, and giving is one of the greatest gifts of the season itself. So, but this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter if you're seeing this as it comes out or later, because there's something important about that gift, that reciprocity, that connection, that I think is it's like attracting you. It's pulling you towards it. It's calling you. You will be called, and if you answer the call, if you give up the sadness and you answer the call, you'll be basking in some beautiful energies, because you'll be like bathing in love. It's like basking in the sunlight of family and friends and connections, and bathing in that love and that energy that is going to be surrounding you. So I don't know, something is being awakened in you that brings you love, more love into your life. So I feel like you've been working for this, maybe you've been doing some spiritual work, some kind of, because I was saying there's something magical about this, so maybe there's some kind of ritual, some kind of spiritual work that you're doing that has been calling this into your life. And I feel like when you make the choice to rise to the occasion, it's going to be like a commitment. You will commit to this connection, to this group, and you will be highly valued and treasured and loved because of your healing powers. And you will also heal yourself and very important aspects of yourself because of that connection, because of that love. So interesting. I don't think I have ever had such an emotional reading, and so focused on love, like focused on the teachings of love. What the love of others can teach us. So allowing others to love us is also loving them. I feel like you're going to get a lot of downloads about that, about love. And the spiritual essence that comes from that experience. Like a nectar. It's like a nectar that revives you, that revitalizes your life. It's also part of a kind of it's a long winding road, right? It's the long and winding road that we all have to go through. And it's like, I feel like this card here is giving me these vibes of like hopeful, being more hopeful, seeing the way, like finally I see the way, like I see where I have to go. I see. You'll also get this overview of how you came to this point, like why you had to go through all those obstacles and curves and challenges. So you're not only getting this feeling about the future of how bright it can be if you're in this state of connection and love, but also something helps you justify and understand, even in a rational sense, not only emotional but also rational, the defeats and the challenges that you went through. So yeah, I feel like this reading is like preparing you for a spiritual awakening that you're going to go through, or to aid you in the understanding of a spiritual awakening that is already happening in your life. Like you've been attracted to it, you're being called to it. It's you are going to defend this. You are going to stand up for something. And I feel like there's a gift of love there for you. There are a lot of gifts actually. And I'm also seeing, yeah, many gifts, like almost like the Christmas tree full of gifts. Or any kind of celebration where you get a lot of gifts, like birthday. I see a lot of gifts, like people want to give you things, but also love. They want to give you love, attention, assistance, help. And this might also be about family, finding a family, finding a great network of connections, being well connected too. It's like you're finding your tribe, but also finding people who can do specific things that you need, and also them finding you and wanting very specific things from you. Things that are very peculiar and that are very like only you do something like that. Like maybe something to do with art, something you do with your hands. So it has a very personal identity connected to it. I feel like I'm talking to such a beautiful, loving group. So even though you're finding people who are also like that, I feel like it's a great privilege to read for someone like that, because the energy that I feel is also kind of, I also feel it. So I'm also enjoying that experience of being like this. And I'm very grateful for being able to connect with such a beautiful group. So it's an honor. And I feel like you're going through this transformation that is very, very beautiful and spiritual in nature. And yeah, you have my respect and my admiration for that, because there's also this feeling of being on a mission, and of accepting even the harsh parts and the transformation that might be very uncomfortable. Also being disciplined and being committed to something that is truly admirable. And yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my email in the description box below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. Let's see what this open reading has for you. So, what do we have for pile number 3 today? Okay, 3 cards. Let's start. We have the altar with the 13th moon mansion. Confession with the 23rd moon mansion. And 22nd moon mention with the wedding. Right. Wow. Okay, again, so we also have this card in the second pile. So this is the last quarter moon, decreasing in water, fall stage with manipulation. And this is the first quarter moon, increasing in earth, leaf stage with stability. And the full moon in fire, flower stage with recognition. Makes sense, recognition with the wedding. Because the wedding is also about how things are seen from the outside, like how people see the social aspect of a situation. So there's a story here already that's very interesting. The author is about doing things that correspond to other people's expectations. So it's like, I would see something like this. Doing things that other people expect, but doing them to get a certain effect. So it's kind of like, I want this effect on people and I'm doing this to have that effect. And then there's you seeking counsel or having someone tell you a crucial piece of information of how to go about something, how to do something that you want to do. And then you do what is expected of you, but also what is highly prized by others, and you are recognized for it, you are seen for it, and you're also accepted for it. So maybe you'll be accepted into a group. Maybe you will be accepted into a group. So what do we have for pile number 3? We have rich girl, main person, good gentleman, and work, occupation. So yeah, I feel like this good gentleman card here is the person who is doing the confession. So they are the ones who are helping you, giving you some kind of important information that can also lead you to some kind of win in the material sense. So something about money, assets, or property, something tangible, something material that I think is important in your life or for your work. Maybe it's a resource, maybe it's having access to a resource that is important for your work or for being recognized as someone who can do certain things, who can be relied on to be, who is competent to do something that is highly valued. I feel like you're giving something of great value to someone, for someone. Someone sees great value in you. They might want to bet on you and they might want to invest, or you are investing in that relationship. You're doing something that they value a lot, and they're also introducing you to a group that also values you. So I feel like this reading is about the direction of resources. Okay, let's get you the rune. Okay, so this is the Perthro rune, and it is about mystery, destiny. It's also about the feminine. It's about the feminine. I feel like you'll be at the right place at the right time. And I feel like it's not going to be something that is planned. Maybe this person has access to you and they think that they can trust you with something just because you're there. It's like, just if you're here, you're kind of vetted. If you had access to this place or to this group, you're vetted in a way. You'll just be at the right place and at the right time to meet someone or have access to a group. Venus in Virgo with discrimination. Again, so Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. You have manipulation twice here. Saturn in Gemini with concentration. So this to me is about the words that are said. There's the mouth and this little creature here. It's something that you say, or it's what you don't say. We'll get into that detail. Venus in Taurus with romance. And Saturn in Aquarius with eccentricity. Yeah, I feel like someone can also feel like you're, they might feel attracted to you. They might feel that you have a lot of charisma, like you have something special. You have something magical, something that is mystical, attractive to them. And also saying the right things, saying the right words, using the right words, but also, and what's interesting here is that both of these cards have lips. So this tree is full of lips. So everybody's talking, but there's one piece of information. It's like there's this one thing, concentration. There's this whole web of things, but there's a star in the middle. There's this one thing that gets the prize, you were chosen to get the prize? Wow. Maybe you will win a prize. You'll be chosen to get a prize. I feel like it's not something that you control. It's not something that you do. There's something that is going to happen to you that's very lucky, that's very blessed, and it is because you'll get access to a group, to a social circle. 10 of Wands. In the world. The Devil. So now I think that this little devil is keeping you from speaking up, or this little devil is hiding something. Or it's just you hiding yourself. Nine of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords. Wow. I feel like you're getting this great opportunity with this person. And it's like if I just say the right thing, but actually the magic is happening without you really understanding it and knowing it. I feel like it's something that's outside of your control. It's about the decision of another person. Why? Because afterwards, I also see you working and getting recognition for your work because you're doing something the right way, let's say, or in a way that is understood by this group, that is accepted, that is valued. You're doing what is expected, but in a way that gets you recognition, not in a way that seems like you're twisting yourself to get there. Three of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. You will be given generously if you're authentic. Maybe there's something about you that's quite eccentric and maybe even mystical that other people will enjoy tremendously. They will really like you for that. You will get recognition because of that. And maybe the social expectation here, that focus here in this reading, is telling you that maybe you think that these people will not like that aspect of yourself, or they won't understand. They will think that it's something of the devil, or they will see something evil in it. But I think that that's ending. It's actually like the ending of a how can I put this? It's like you're cutting off a certain manipulative energy. You're putting it, you're creating a distance from it because it's ending, because you're focusing and you're concentrating on something important. Like it's like I have more important things to do than feed this habit or this dependency. I have to give something authentic to others, because if I don't, I have no way to express the things that I truly value. I hope this is clear, because it seems like it's a bit difficult to describe, because it might involve certain aspects of yourself that even you don't understand very well. Maybe you think that it sets you apart from the norm, that it's most people think that it's weird, or you're used to social circles that consider this aspect of yourself something that is not acceptable, or maybe it is acceptable, but it's like categorized in a certain way. It puts you in a box, and maybe that's uncomfortable. It restricts you. But it's not going to restrict you anymore. I feel like it's turning into a blessing and into something that is highly valued by others. Something that used to be strange, used to be abnormal, used to be maybe even the justification for ostracizing someone, for criticizing them, for not really giving them a lot of credit. Yeah, losing credit. So it's something that would make you lose credit. It's now going to make you win credibility. You are getting a lot of credibility because of something that used to be a source of loss of credibility. Two of Wands. Page of Wands. And the Two of Pentacles. So it's really strange. It's like this part of the reading is more like, do I have to choose between like being, so for instance, this is just an anecdote. So do I have to be like to work a 9 to 5 in a bank, or be an artist? I have to choose between these two. And I think that you're getting the opportunity to be both. To have a 9 to 5 that is also, that allows you to be an artist. It's like that, you know? It's things that were mutually exclusive in your mind. The advice of this reading is to not do that. It's a trick. It's like it's a trick that a certain energy has a certain, like a grip on that aspect of yourself that forces you to make a choice that it's an unnecessary choice. That's what I'm seeing here, is that you're trying to make an unnecessary choice, maybe out of naivety, or just being manipulated by an energy. That's the thing that I'm feeling here. It's like you were manipulated by an energy that was shutting down an aspect of you. Like you had to use that light switch. Like, I'm either in one state or the other state. I can't be oscillating between the two, or I can't be both. And I feel like you need to be both. You need to be both, because that's how you get the recognition. I'm also thinking about like how can I paint like someone who works in a 9 to 5, and how can I be artistic in a 9 to 5 job, like an office job or something. It's like, how can I switch around the concepts? How can I kind of short circuit this energy so that I trick it and it doesn't trick me anymore? It doesn't trick me into thinking that I can't work on the things that I love, and that I can't get what I need from the things that I love. Something like that. Can you trick that energy? I feel like this reading is more like a question. Maybe if you ask that question in your mind, you'll get the answer from someone. Someone will tell you like how to do that, how to achieve what you want, how to fuse those together, how to get the recognition that you deserve in something. Doing what you love, and also in your work. Because they also open the doors of opportunity to you. They want to give you something, but it only happens if you're in this authentic place. If you trick the devil, right? If you trick it and you don't let it trick you. I got this image of being seen as someone really strange, but at the same time very fascinating, but also not consent, like it's not, there's no consensus, and it doesn't, you don't need, yeah, it's not needed. Consensus is not needed. You just need to be recognized for what you do by the people who will give you the resources you need. You don't need to be understood by everyone. And maybe that's also part of the trick, like the insecurity that the devil here is tricking, it's triggering, sorry, that insecurity. Like, how will people accept this? Will they see me as someone crazy, as someone that they can't talk to? Will it set me apart from people? I don't know. There's something there that's it's a trick. It's not true, and you don't need it. You can trick it. You trick the devil into giving you what you want by not being triggered by its own tricks. It's like he has a riddle, and that riddle is about you can't have both, but you have to have both. So he's hiding the answer. He's hiding the answer in the question. The question is hidden. So the answer is hidden in the question. And if you don't let yourself be triggered, this person who is a real person will feel that energy, and they will recognize you. Like, you will shine brighter in their eyes, and you will start, it's the beginning of a new chapter of your work, of what you are achieving in life. It's the revelation of a secret of how to do it. A secret way. It's like, okay, so now that I know that you can deal with this energy, I can tell you a secret. I know a secret way to achieve this. It's a kind of a hack that this person is going to teach you. It's it really sparks my curiosity. So I feel like you will also be sparked by this person. Like, this person is going to spark your curiosity. Like, tell me more. I see you like leaning into the conversation, like, tell me more. I want to know more. Yeah, please keep the conversation going. I want to know. I'm very, very curious, very interested in what you're saying. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I am also available for personal readings at the moment. You can find my email in the description box below. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.